Hi, this is Brad Zitzner, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's 2-minute tip of the week. What I wanted to talk today was about what to do once you have foreclosures that you're interested in tracking. What a lot of people do is they will get a property sent to them. They'll go out and look at the property. They'll determine how much it needs in repairs and compare that with the after repaired value, and they'll make a decision about whether or not to place an offer on the property. And most of the time, the property that's listed is not a good deal at the time that they're going to look at the property. So typically what happens is they'll take that MLS sheet and they'll throw it into the garbage, and they will not remember to follow up on that property. The good news about that is that if you're able to keep track of the inventory that's on the market, you'll have a huge advantage over the other real estate investors, because most of those properties will ultimately come down in price later on during the listing period. The other advantage is that the longer it's listed, the more the property is stale. That doesn't mean that it's not listed at a good price. It just means that it's been on the market for a long time. Therefore, other people are going to make the assumption that there's something wrong with the house. That may or may not be the case, because the majority of REO properties have something wrong with the house. The majority of all properties is that there's something wrong with the house. So the fact that a property has been on the market for a long time doesn't necessarily indicate that its problems are any different from other listings. It just means that it's been on the market for a long time. One of the reasons why is because it was probably listed too high when the bank first listed the property. So the key is to take all those properties that you're tracking and keep track of them in one place, preferably on a spreadsheet with the list date or days on market, so you can determine exactly how many days on market, and then you can determine when and what to offer. So I recommend keeping track of all the aged inventory. If you're just getting started into finding foreclosures, the key is to go and start first by looking at all the properties that have been on the market for as long as possible. So you might want to start with 120 days, 150 days, or 180 days, and start there. So that's this week's 2-minute tip of the week, and I hope it was helpful.